talking to like Thomas Incoom, Bonito, all those guys, they say that they're still in touch quite a bit with you and Frank. Like, why do you keep talking to them?
Why do I keep talking to them? Good guys. I mean, we're friends. We're teammates.
Yeah. Like, what do you have to say? Like when you get to talk to them, obviously, like you played a lot of football, but what they say is like you can teach them so much about structuring pass rush moves, all the plans, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, how does that even work? Like over text, like trying to give that sort of advice.
We all watch each other's games. Obviously, they play a little bit earlier than most people do, them being on Mountain Time Zone, and even we do too. So, but we watch each other's games, and obviously we're all students of the game, so we all want to get better. A lot of stuff I can learn from them, I have learned from them, and vice versa. So,
I'm curious with Bonito. One of the things that stood out to me is like whenever they like pull somebody, he's just like beating him up the field. And so like early in the season, they're running like the counter mode, like all that sort of stuff.
He's a fast
Is that
kid.
what you see?
Yeah, I mean, I've always told him his main way he's going to be able to win. He can run the hoop better than a lot of people in the league, better than I know I can. His big thing now is being able to put the whole thing together. He's got to be able to go inside, outside, and be the guy. But he has all the tools to be a great pass rusher in this league. He knows that. Coach walking by, hear me talking about pass rushing. But yeah, he's got all the tools to be a real good pass rusher in this league for a long time. He knows that.
How much have you heard from them this week?
This week, none. They know not to bother me this week. I talked to DJ.
Okay. Oh, Niner too.
Yeah, I talked to DJ right after the game, right at the NFC Championship. But my phone's been a little bit quiet for the most part this week, which has been good. Last thing I want to do is be done with a bunch of texts anyway. So.
How much fun are you having?
A lot. Yeah.
That's impossible.
It's tough to get here. Like I said, I've been with the Cowboys. I've been in that first round, that second round, and seeing how tough it is to get out of that. I've been in Denver and some of the growing things we have there, and so to be here and get to that kind of stuff is big. It's tough. And obviously, my journey it hasn't been straight line. I've had a lot of detours, so be able to get through all that, and still be here kicking it's big.
It's crazy. It's the Chiefs too.
Yeah.
Like divisional team, like a team that you played so much.
Got to do it for my Denver folks.
Yeah.
Take care of business.
They want to see it.
Yeah.
They want it badly.
Sure we all do.
Yeah.
What's it like thinking about where you were 4 months ago?
It's tough. I'm happy. Obviously, I don't want to say everything happens for a reason, but I'm happy. Obviously, I got a lot of guys on that team that I still care about. A lot of people on that staff I still care about. My family still lives there. So, I still have a lot of love there. But business is tough sometimes in this league. And, I've seen one side of it my younger years in the league. And, I've gotten to see another side of it, in my later years. And I'm grateful for that. But, it all happens for a reason. I'm happy.
We did that.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah. It's all right.
What, same question?
One more for me. Why is Brock Purdy so good?
He's got, I don't want to say, I'm not a quarterback guy, but what I will say is he's got a lot of intangibles that I just don't think you can find in everyone, and I think a lot of times people try to get on him about other little stuff or the amount of playmakers we have around him, and you're gonna fault us at that I guess, but he does a lot of stuff that I think the average eye can't see. Throws people open sometimes. Can get around the pocket real well. It's just a lot of stuff he does, and I'm sure Kyle Shanahan could probably give you the best answer because he can give you a detailed one. I'm not a QB guy.
Like having been with him for a couple months now, like can you tell that he's like that guy?
He's a lot of OCs are like that. OC-minded coaches are like that, but he's different. The level of film that we watch, not only just like as a position, but as a team. Never been a part of it. I've never been a part of a team meeting that was an hour long, and we're watching every play, offense and defense, and and that's almost a every week occurrence. The amount of prep and film work he does, he tires himself out with that, but I think that's what makes him so great.
Is it weird watching the Chiefs with like that coaching staff after watching the Chiefs from like the Broncos lens over and over again? Or do they say the same things, like see the same things?
It's all the same.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I will say, Coach Garrett, if he ever hears this, Jason Garrett, he used to say, they're a nameless, faceless opponent. That used to be his thing he would always say every week. Didn't matter who we were playing, it's about us, and I think that's kind of how we feel. They got their own thing going on. I felt that way in Denver, and I think that's kind of the way they got to feel every year over there in Denver. Obviously, they beat them this year. You got to keep thinking that. You got to think you're at the top of that damn division to keep getting those wins. So.
I feel like you know a little bit more about the Chiefs though, since you had to prepare for them twice.
I've never played them. I've never actually played them.
That's right. Yeah.
I've been either hurt. I think I played them one time, maybe with Dallas. Probably a year I was suspended, but never played them with Denver. I'm sad about that. And I used to live in Kansas City. I used to go to Arrowhead and sit in the nosebleeds with my parents and watch a lot of games. So, I've never been able to play them. Bummed about it.
Is all the family pulling for you though, or are some like still repping Chiefs this week?
Everyone's, I don't have any like family. Most of my family's DNV area and Memphis area on my mom's side. So, but everyone's gonna be cheering for 49ers, obviously.
Bonito.
I'll try to, man.